Hello and welcome to part 6 in this video workshop series on building a security reporting solution for Oracle eBusiness Suite using CS Report. In this session, we're going to build our final report before we bring it all together in the next session using Application Builder. This report we're going to build in this session is the report that shows non-end-dated assignments for end-dated responsibilities. So let's begin as always then by opening up the CS Report Designer IDE. So it's automatically opened the report that we worked on in the last session. So what we're going to do is be adding a new report to the assignment reporting solution group within the security reporting class. So select the solution group, right click and choose add to project solution group. It's opened up a new report now. So we need to give it a name. We'll call this SR, security reporting, NED for non-end-dated, and then ASGN assignments 01. Give it a title, security non-end-dated assignments for end-dated responsibilities. We accept the project and the solution group. Style can be tabular. We're going to choose the large version of the tabular screen, tabular report showing 25 rows, and we'll define the menu prompt. Again, we're not going to use this until the last session, which is in fact the next session. Menu, prompt and sequence. This one can be sequence number 70. I believe the last one we did was 60. Let me check. Oh no, so the last one we did was sequence 50. So we'll make this one 60. And as per the previous reports, I'm just going to paste in some simple SQL that I created earlier in the interest of time. So again, nothing especially complex. Simply looks at the assignments table, looks for a scenario where an assignment is not end-dated for a responsibility that is end-dated. Save that, compile and test. So let's run a query. And there we go. This is version 1 of our final report complete. We do want to make some changes. Usual sort of thing. We're going to change some of the item widths, some of the labels. One thing I also want to change is make it so that this particular report say that we want it to auto query on entry. So let's go ahead and make those changes now. So to make it auto query on entry, we'll go into the key features region, simply tick the auto query. Let's go into the items window now and we'll change the field widths. So responsibility name can be 30 wide, username can be 14 wide, user description can be 25 wide. We want to change the resp start date label to be resp.start and resp.end. And then for the assignment start, we'll change this to asgn.start and for end, asgn.end. So that's my changes made. There is one more change we're going to make, but I'll show you that in a moment. Compile, test. Now, notice as soon as I went in without actually doing anything, it pops up the message warning me that I've not entered any search criteria. In this particular case, I don't want that message to appear. I simply want it to auto query an entry. Now that interactive message or question is implemented using something called an event tag. Now an event tag or event tags is a simple scripting language that's available with CS Report. So if I go to the event tags region, there are some predefined event tags that all solutions get. But the one I want to remove is this one. I'm not going to go into detail now, but other than to say this one simply says during the pre-query event, if the predefined placeholder called open query is yes, in other words, if the user is attempting to do an open query, then ask the question, and then in this case it reads the question text from a profile option. We could comment that out, simply put an X in front of that, or just delete it. I'll leave it with an X in front of it, compile, and then do a final test, and then it doesn't ask me the question and it automatically queries. So that's the changes needed to our on-screen report. Let's create an Excel-based version of this report. Again, go to the reporting region, make sure it's enabled, make sure Excel report is in the output format. Tick the enabled for independent concurrent program. Double click to pull in the window title into the concurrent program name. Yes, we want alternate rows to be highlighted, and yes, apply conditional formatting. Even though we haven't got any, I'm just going to tick that anyway. Save and then compile. So that's it. Both my on-screen and Excel-based report are both finished. So let's just do an individual deployment for them then. Click the deploy button. Deploy them to the same place, System Administrator. Choose System Administrator on the left. Drill into the menu, into the security menu, into the user submenu. Double click to pull in the menu prompt. Click deploy solution and deploy independent concurrent program. That's it. Finished. Let's switch over to System Administrator to do a final test. Go into the Security submenu, into the User submenu. Let me just make the navigator a little larger. And we can see at the bottom we have non-end-dated assignments for end-dated responsibility. Let's open that up. So here's my screen-based report. Move that to one side. And let me do a final test of the concurrent program-based Excel report. So we'll submit a new request, filter for CS, and we're looking for the non-end-dated assignments for end-dated responsibilities. Let's go ahead and submit that, monitor its progress. So that's currently pending, running, complete. So let's view the output. And here we go. Here's my perfectly formatted, easy to read and understand Excel-based report version of our non-end-dated assignments for end-dated responsibilities report. Perfect. So that's the end of this session. Hopefully you can join me in the final session in this workshop series, where we bring everything that we built together on the previous sessions all together into a brand new single responsibility using Application Builder. Thank you.